You may be asking yourself at the moment, what exactly is a hidden gem? Well, a gem is a jewel or stone that is used in jewelry, and for it to be hidden must mean that it actually... Hidden gem is an expression referring to something that is outstanding for one reason or another, yet isn't something that is heavily recognized by the masses. Just like many topics regarding TV and film, it's mostly opinion-based, but there's also a pretty easy to understand restriction. If just about everyone and their grandmother knows about it and has seen it, it's not a hidden gem. Now, I'm bringing this up for a bigger purpose than just wanting to discuss the definition of hidden gems with you. The video you're currently watching is to acknowledge, honor, and appreciate the awesomeness that is my good friend Shawn at Lost in the Reel and his recent massive accomplishment of reaching, and now surpassing, 2,000 subscribers. Holy shit, man, congratulations! I am absolutely thrilled for you! You 100% deserve it. Your work ethic is incredible and admirable. I've never been disappointed with any of your content, and I've said it once, but I'll gladly say it again. You do a phenomenal job of making movies and shows that I've never seen or heard of before sound so intriguing. The hell are you doing associating yourself with a small channel like mine? Make sure to subscribe to my channel. And as you also go to subscribe to Lost in the Reel, I'll explain what my fellow Cinema Squad member has requested for us participating in this competition of his. Shawn wants us to pick 3 hidden gems within TV and or film, and though it took more brain power than I'm usually willing to give things, I'm more than happy to do it for you, Shawn, and I'm happy to say, I think I finally stumbled upon some decent choices. I hope. Jokes aside for just a moment, I really do hope these picks are considered to even be hidden gems. Don't hate me if you don't think they are. Tell me your own list in the comments. So, in no particular order here, my first hidden gem is the 1987 animated delight known as The Brave Little Toaster. I just feel like whenever I bring this one up to most people, they don't seem to know about it. This movie is almost like Toy Story before Toy Story, and 2D animated instead of 3D. And instead of toys, this story revolves around living household appliances that grow lonely since they live in an old cabin and long to reunite with their owner, a young man named Rob. The journey that these appliances go on is fun-filled, humorous, emotional, and heartfelt. The soundtrack is one that will forever stand out in my mind for the rest of my days, as a lot of the songs they pick are easy to groove to, and the original songs mixed in are so damn catchy. There's also a couple of sequels that were made by Disney after they purchased the rights to it, and I'd recommend checking those out too, but only after you do yourself the favor of watching the original one first. Next up, my second hidden gem is the 2010 thriller mystery, Shutter Island, starring Leonardo DiCaprio, Mark Ruffalo, and Ben Kingsley, and directed by Martin Scorsese. The movie follows U.S. Marshal Teddy Daniels and his new partner as they investigate and search for an escaped murderer in a fortress-like insane asylum located on a remote, windswept island. Yeah, it's as suspenseful as it sounds. For some reason, even though I know a lot of people may be aware of this film, it seemed to also kind of fly under the radar a bit. If you like mindfucks, I have a funny hunch you're probably gonna like this one. It has such a consistently tense tone that leaves you uneasy and wondering what's really going on right up until the very moment all the truth comes crashing down on you. And when it does, you'll never be able to look at the film the same again. I won't spoil anything here, but it's absolutely a story with a twist that will flip all you thought you knew about it upside down. Plus, can you really ever go wrong with Leonardo DiCaprio? That's a rhetorical question. Alright, my third and final hidden gem is another one I feel many people may know about, but possibly haven't seen it in a while, or haven't seen the whole thing. But I'm talking about the comedic masterpiece that was given to us in 1992, My Cousin Vinnie. This one focuses on Joe Pesci, who plays a New York lawyer that's never won a case, but he's called to action by his teenage cousin who's being accused of murder, so it's up to the inexperienced Vinny to save him and his friend from jail. I think when most of us think of Joe Pesci, we tend to immediately associate him with his more mafia-related roles, and even though he can be considered the quote-unquote funny mobster in some of those movies, this one lets his wit and humor really shine. He's so much fun to watch in this role, and he bounces perfectly off his in-movie wife, Marissa Tomei, who has an equally amazing and hilarious performance. If you're not interested enough already, Vinny's teenage cousin is also played by the Karate Kid. No, the real Karate Kid. Yeah, there we go. Sup, Ralph? Okay, well there you have it. Those are my 3 hidden gems and...
Hey!
I'm sorry, hold on. Yeah?
What about the honorable mention?
Well, I was going to, but I'm kind of getting close to the end of the video here, so...
Oh, come on, you gotta do the honorable mention!
I could, it's just that I'm really getting close to wrapping this up, so...
Oh, come on, you lazy!
Alright, judgmental much? Okay, looks like I'm not done. You may be asking yourself at the moment, what exactly is an honorable mention? Well, a straight-up definition from the dictionary tells us it's a commendation given to a candidate in an examination or competition who is not awarded a prize. Basically, something that's worthwhile enough to mention even though it didn't make it to any of the top spots available. Well, what do you know? I just so happen to have one of those for this thing. That's right, even though I originally sat here in utter loss and confusion as to how I'd select any hidden gems, I ended up not only with the 3 choices mentioned, but thought of one more that I felt couldn't be left out for a topic like this, and that would be the touching drama that was released in 1993, What's Eating Gilbert Grape? This one focuses on Gilbert, a young man portrayed by Johnny Depp, living in a small town with a large amount of responsibility, for lack of better terms. He's in charge of taking care of his mother that's so overweight she can't leave the house. No, that's not a yo mama so fat joke, as well as his mentally impaired younger brother who's played phenomenally by a very young Leonardo DiCaprio. Eventually, Gilbert has his life shaken up by a free-spirited girl named Becky, and everything gets more and more dramatic from there. First of all, if I'm not mistaken, this is the only movie that has Johnny Depp and Leonardo DiCaprio together, and though it's sad there aren't more films containing this talented duo, at least they got this one in early on in their careers. The portrayals by both are complete and total proof that they've always been stellar actors, and even though the pacing of the story itself can move a bit slowly at times, it's really made up for by the performances and emotional weight that so many moments hold. Okay, so now I'm really done. If you haven't already, go subscribe to Lost in the Reel. Just because he hit 2,000 doesn't mean he's about to stop. It's the opposite. It's only further up from here, my man. I'm already scripting out my competition entry for when he hits 5,000. One more big congratulations to you, Shawn, before I end this. Like the video if you enjoyed this content, subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll catch you next time.